Hey, everybody. I'm Chris Metzler, one of the programmers here at SF DocFest. We've been bringing documentaries from all around the world to here in San Francisco for the last 24 years. And as you know, we love a good story. So it was really neat to run across this documentary, The Whole Story, which you had a chance to see. And it's quite great. And we're lucky enough to have director Elijah Sullivan here for Q&A. Thanks, Elijah.
Thank you for having me.
Maybe a good place to start is how did you stumble upon this story and decide that there was kind of a larger film to make? And what were some of the first steps on that journey? And when you were telling people around town that you were working on it, what did they think?
Yeah, one of the first things I started doing was take advantage of the small town thing and just start asking people, any people I bumped into at work, people that I already knew. I knew some people who were involved in the Forest Service, so I started there, and um, most of them didn't know anything. But what would happen is I would ask somebody about it, and they said, I don't know anything about that, but that sounds really interesting. And then they would, every time I saw them, for the next 13 years of my life, they'd say, have you learned anything more about the whole? And so the more people I talked to, the more people were going, when's the movie coming out? When's the movie coming out? When's the movie coming out for 13 years? So, but I did occasionally learn little tidbits here and there. And I thought, this would take me like a summer to make, right? I know how to file a FOIA request. It's going to be easy. I'll get the files. It'll be easy. And the story took place literally, if you go a block over, there's the highway that goes up to where the hole was dug. Great, it's my backyard. Amazing. I'll spend the summer in nature. It'll be great. And the interviews, I'm like, oh, it's like everybody knows everybody here, like once or twice removed. I'll get all the interviews in no time. That first person that told me the story, her ex was one of the Forest Service employees who found the hole, and they bumped into one of the diggers in a social context later. So bam, bam, bam. Like I already had a bookend. I had
Wow,
the
nice.
third act reveal. I had all the different things.
They were trying to plan something. Like, what's going on? Like, if I got myself into something, what happens when we find it?
Whoever was digging this hole, whatever reason they might have had, all of this craziness surrounding it, all of the theories, that's all part of it. And when people don't have, any facts to work from, that just leaves a hole that can be filled in with anything.
What happens when we find it?